नमस्ते, म राजकुमार सिगे, विज्ञान शिक्षक। आज पनि नेक्स्ट लर्न टुगेदरको नयाँ एपिसोडमा उपस्थित भइसकेको छु। आज क्लास 9 अन्तर्गत हामी सेकेन्ड च्याप्टर फोर्सको बारेमा केही डिस्कसन गर्न गइरहेका छौँ। फोर्स जान्नुभन्दा पहिले हामी दुईवटा टर्महरूलाई डिफाइन गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ, रेस्ट एन्ड मोसन। Force is related with the rest and motion. Force is necessary to change the state, either that rest or the motion. That's why it is necessary to define that two terms, rest and motion. Rest and motion. You have already read it in the previous classes also. Rest and motion. The body is said to be at rest if it doesn't change its position with respect to the surrounding. With respect to the surrounding, the body is said to be at rest if it does not change its position with respect to the surrounding. And similarly, motion means does not change means it changes its position. The body is said to be at motion if it changes its position with respect to the surrounding. That means rest and motion, it depend upon the frame of reference. Frame of reference. क्यों तो यो frame of reference, it depend upon the frame of reference means frame of reference means a fixed point through which the rest or motion is determined. अब यो रेस्टमा छ कि मोसनमा छ भनेर डिटरमाइन गर्ने एउटा पोजिसन, फिक्स पोजिसन, द्याट इज द फ्रेम अफ रेफरेन्स भनेर हामी भन्ने गर्छौँ। र इट डिपेन्ड अपन द फ्रेम अफ रेफरेन्स अनुसार यसलाई हामी के गर्छौँ त रेस्ट हो कि मोसन भन्छौँ। विथ रेस्पेक्ट टु दि सराउन्डिङ मिन्स देयर इज द्याट इज द फ्रेम अफ रेफरेन्स। इफ इट चेन्ज इट्स position from the frame of reference, that is the motion. If it does not change its position with the frame of reference, it is the rest. Okay, or rest from motion भन्ने कुरा जहिले पनि रिलेटेड छ। It is not a absolute words, and they are terms. They are interrelated with each other. And how they are related with each other? Rest and motion are related or relative terms. Rest and motion are relative terms. How that rest and motion are the relative terms. I already told you that no one is in the absolute rest or the motion. कुनै पनि चीजहरु कुनै पनि ऑब्जेक्ट भनेको पर्फेक्टली रेस्टमा पनि छैन र मोसनमा पनि छैन. It depends upon the surrounding or it depends upon the frame of reference. What is the frame of reference in which it depends upon? For example, we can write that when we are at the bus, when we are traveling in a bus, that bus is in the motion. That bus is in the motion, and we are also in the motion with respect to the surrounding. Surrounding trees. बाहिरतिरको रुखहरु हेर्यो भने त्यो रुखको कम्पेरिजनमा हामी के पनि गरिरहेका छौं त? We also change our position with respect to that surrounding. त्यसको सराउन्डिङमा के गरिरहेका छौं त? हामीले पोजिसनलाई चेन्ज गरिरहेका छौं. But with respect to the bus, बससँग कम्पेरिजन गर्यो भने with respect to the bus, we are at the position of rest. हामी बसको कम्पेरिजनमा हामी र we are always sitting in a same seat. एउटै सिटमा हामी बसिरहेका छौं. So these are the relatives. We are at the state of rest when we are comparing with that bus, and when we are comparing with the surrounding environment or surrounding trees, we are at the motion. So when I am inside the bus, sitting in the bus, I am at the position of rest as well as the motion. So we cannot completely identify either it is in the position of rest or the motion. Similarly, the earth is revolving around the sun as well as it is rotating itself, but we don't feel it. तर हामीले यसलाई केही पनि फिल गर्दैनौं. We are in a same position. But when that earth is observed from the space, it seems it's seen as a motion. यसरी हामी के गर्छौं त? हाम्रो कम्पेरिजनले हेर्दाखेरि अर्थ पनि के छ त? एट द पोजिसन अफ रेस्टको पोजिसनमा जस्तो लाग्छ भने अब स्पेसबाट हेर्दा यो पनि के छ त? इट इज इन द मोसन. So it is difficult to identify that rest and motion, and it can be identified with the help of frame of reference only. Okay, rest and motion. In this way, we can define or we can justify this. Rest and motion are the relative terms. Rest and motion are relative terms. So the rest and motion are the relative terms. त्यही कारणले रेस्ट र मोसनलाई हामी रिलेटिभ टर्म भन्छौं. यो पर्फेक्ट रेस्ट पनि होइन र पर्फेक्ट मोसन पनि होइन. त्यसको कारणले गर्दा हामीले यसलाई एउटा रिलेटिभ टर्मको रूपमा लिन सक्छौं. Okay. Then after it we are going to discuss about the force. Force. What is the force? You are reading in different classes according to the level, and simply the force is push or pull applied on a body. That is the force. Simply either pushing something or pulling something. That is external agency which is necessary or which is used to push or pull that object. That is the force in simple way. But in more advanced way, it is an external agency which change or tends to change the. It is an external agency which change or tends to change the state of rest to motion or vice versa. Rest to motion or that vice versa means motion to rest. That means just converse of it. Okay. In simple way, we can define the force in this way. Then here is saying that tends to change the state of rest or motion. Okay, and you must be clear it. Either applying the force change the state of body or not. Okay. For it, when a body is moving in this direction with the application of force. Okay. And if I am applying the force in the opposite direction of motion, initially in this way, सुरुमा यो डाइरेक्सनमा फोर्स लगाइराखेको थियो. Now I am applying the force from the opposite direction. I am applying the force. It is the moving object. I am applying the force from the opposite direction. Is it comes in rest? अब यो रेस्टमा आउँछ कि आउँदैन होला? Okay. For it needs the two conditions. If this force is not sufficient to control this object, यो फोर्सले यो अब्जेक्टलाई कन्ट्रोल गर्न नसक्ने खालको भयो भने त्यति बेला यो के हुन्छ त रेस्टमा आउँदैन. But when this force is sufficient, it comes in the rest. यो कुरा पनि हामीले बुझ्नु पर्ने हुन्छ. And similarly, when an object is in a motion and the force is applied in the same direction, फेरि मुभिङ भइराखेको अब्जेक्टमा त्यतैतिरबाट फोर्स लगायो भने के हुन्छ? In this condition, it doesn't comes in rest. Its velocity will be increased or speed will be increased. अब यतातिर कुदिराखेको छ, यतातिर गुडिराखेको छ. अब त्यसमा फेरि के गर्यो त? त्यतैतिर सेम डाइरेक्सनमा फोर्स लगायो भने त्यति बेला के हुन्छ त? Increase the velocity. Velocity increase हुन्छ. So if it is sufficient and it comes from the force is applied from the opposite direction, then it comes in the rest. And when a body is in the rest position, if we are applying the force, if the force is not sufficient, it doesn't go in the motion. यदि यो force sufficient छैन भने यो motion मा जान सक्दैन. If we are applying the force in this condition, it doesn't go on the motion. Like as if I am pushing this wall, it doesn't go in the motion because that force is not sufficient to change its state. Okay. So it is necessary to understand these things. Now, effects of force. What are the effects of force? Effects of force. 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 What are the effects of force? Force ले कस्तो effect गर्छ त? That means it changes the state of an object. It changes the state of an object. यसले के गर्छ? State change गर्न सक्छ, either rest to motion or vice versa. And it change the direction of moving object. It change the direction of moving object. Direction. When one object is moving in this direction, if the opposite force is act on it, more opposite force is act on it, it goes in the another direction. यतातिर motion, this is a motion, यता motion थियो and sufficient force is applied on it. Sufficient force is applied on it, then it goes in the another direction. It changes the direction of moving object. It changes the shape and size of object. Shape and size of object. Shape and size. Okay. By using this shape, its shape is like this. Now I am adding here, applying the force, its shape will change. Okay. And size may be changed. We can break it, or we can tear the papers. We can break the stones. That means its size as well as shape is changed. These are the major effect of force. Major effect. Change the state of an object, change the direction of moving object, change the shape and size of an object. Okay. And now we are discussing about the different phenomena that is related with the force. When there is a force, there is a speed or that motion. Then motion products the acceleration and so on. Now we are going to discuss about the type of force. Types of force. Actually, there are different type of force. We are reading previously pulling force, pushing force, gravitational force, magnetic force, and different type of force. But here we are discussing about the major two type of force, that is on the basis of change in its state or not. There are the two type of force: balanced force, and unbalanced force. Balanced force and unbalanced force. Two type of force: balanced force and the unbalanced force. What is the balanced force and what is unbalanced force? I mean, यो वर्डलाई हेर्दाखेरि पनि मिनिङ दिइरहेछ ब्यालेन्स फोर्स. ब्यालेन्स भएको कसरी ब्यालेन्स हुन्छ? हाउ द फोर्स इज ब्यालेन्स? फोर्स कसरी ब्यालेन्स हुन्छ? यो कुराको बारेमा डिस्कसन गर्नु पर्यो. एन्ड अनब्यालेन्स, हाउ इट बिकम्स अनब्यालेन्स? के भयो भने अनब्यालेन्स हुन्छ? That means this force is not a single force. When we are discussing about this type of force, it is not a single force. That means here are acting the number of force in that system. एउटा कुनै पनि सिस्टममा नम्बर अफ फोर्सेसहरु एक्टिङ भएको छ, डिफरेन्ट डाइरेक्सनबाट डिफरेन्ट नम्बर अफ फोर्सेसहरु एक्टिङ भएको छ, कन्सन्ट्रेट इन अ सर्टेन पार्टिकल. कुनै पनि एउटा पार्टिकलमा अथवा कुनै पनि एउटा अब्जेक्टमा डिफरेन्ट नम्बर अफ फोर्सहरु एप्लाइड भएको छ त्यो सिस्टममा भने त्यो बेला मात्रै हामी यो ब्यालेन्स फोर्स र अनब्यालेन्स फोर्स भनेर डिफाइन गर्न सकिन्छ. ओके, balance force. That means when a number of forces acting on a body cannot change the state of an object. When a number of forces acting on a body cannot change the state of an object, that is the balance force. Cannot change. That means, for example, here is an object. If the different force is applied from the different direction, number of forces acting from the different direction, but it is balanced. यताबाट गएको फोर्सलाई यताबाट आएको फोर्सले ब्यालेन्स गर्छ, यताबाट गएकोलाई यताकोले ब्यालेन्स गर्छ, यताकोले यताको। त्यसको लागि के हुनु पर्यो त? इक्वल फोर्स from the different directions. For example, when you are playing a tug of war, tug of war खेल्दाखेरि के हुन्छ त? दुईतिरबाट यसरी इक्वल फोर्सले बराबर फोर्स हुँदासम्म तान्दासम्म के हुन्छ त? That rope remains in the same position. एउटै पोजिसनमा त्यो रोप रहिरहन्छ. That is the balance force. If there are the number of force, but one force is unbalanced, in which condition it becomes unbalanced? When a person can push or pull with the more force, त्यो भन्दा धेरै फोर्सले तानेर एकतिर के भयो त? कन्सन्ट्रेसन भयो, एउटाले विनर भएर जितिराखेको अवस्था हुन्छ भने जुन विनरतिर छ त्यतातिर के हुन्छ त? अनब्यालेन्स फोर्स हुन जान्छ र त्यो अनब्यालेन्स फोर्स हुँदा के हुन्छ त? इट चेन्ज इट्स पोजिसन, or it change the state of that object. जहिले पनि यो ब्यालेन्स फोर्स हुँदाखेरि the object remains at the position of rest when it is started from the rest बाट स्टार्ट छ भने रेस्टमै हुन्छ. if it is in motion it remains in a motion. Generally it is related with the rest. है, यो सामान्यतः यो रेस्टको कुरामा हुन्छ. मोसनमा भएको अब्जेक्टलाई जति फोर्स लगाए पनि मोसनमै राख्ने भन्ने कुरा त्यो अलि कन्ट्राडिक्टरी छ. That's why. Then next is unbalanced force. Similarly, when a number of forces acting on a body change the state of an object. Change the state of an object. यसले के गर्छ त? यसले यसको स्टेटलाई चेन्ज गर्छ. when it is at the rest it goes in the motion. यदि रेस्टमा छ भने मोसनमा जान्छ, and when it is in the motion it goes in the rest. That is the unbalanced force. That means number of forces are acting on a same system. Number of forces are acting in a same system or in a same object, then it is unbalanced, then it moves to the another position. It moves to the another position. यो अर्कै पोजिसनमा जान सक्छ. यसको डाइमेन्सनमा केही फरक आउन सक्छ. त्यसलाई हामी के भन्छौँ त? द्याट इज द अनब्यालेन्स फोर्स. यदि एकदम इजिली के सम्झिनु पर्यो? नम्बर अफ फोर्स, द्याट इज द नम्बर अफ फोर्स एक्टिङ अन द्याट अब्जेक्ट. है, एकैतिरबाट फोर्स मात्रै लगाएको कुरा होइन. नट अ सिंगल फोर्स, मेनी फोर्सेस आर एक्टिङ अन द्याट सिस्टम, but it remains in the same position. That is the balance force. When a number of forces are acting on a system, it changes its state or its position, that is the unbalanced force. Okay. From it you can differentiate between the balanced force and the unbalanced force. Thus it is the definition. And balanced force, then the statement in balanced force the displacement is zero. The total displacement is zero. But in unbalanced force there are the certain displacement. Certain displacement, that means displacement means it changes its position in a certain direction.